Welcome, everybody. I am starting a brand new series for wealth optimization with the Super Patch Company, and I am super happy to be here today with Paul Austin, who's been with the Super Patch Company for a very long time and has been a great mentor to me personally for a number of years now. And so I would love to just kind of talk to you, Paul, about your story with Super Patch, your experience with the patches, and maybe what they're doing for you on a wellness level, on a personal wellness level. And then even just talking about the opportunity that we have at Super Patch Company and how it's, your story with the transformation and what it's done for you in your life and your family. Super happy to have you on, and can't wait to dive into this.
Well, thanks so much, Michelle. And yeah, it's been quite the journey. I was introduced to the patches by a great friend of mine. I'm actually a publisher of a magazine, or was an ex-publisher, and he was actually a printer. So he actually printed my magazine. We developed a business relationship through that. All of a sudden, one day, he introduced me to this technology. At the time, we were both seeing the industry starting to decline. Nobody was reading magazines or newspapers and things. So you saw a steady decline. Phones were more popular. And there was this moment I knew that, wow, now I'm starting to get stressed. I thought I got her made in the shade. I got my own business. I'm in my 19th year. Things are great. It was amazing. But I had to see the real picture, the real situation that was going on. So obviously I started to get, emotions kicking in and all these different things and being stressed about, like, where do I go from here? I'm, late 40s. I don't know if someone will hire me. That's not where I want to go, though. I have this business. So I tried these patches. I was blown away at how they helped me with my stress and anxiety and just let me kind of calm down, be more level-headed and focused, and kind of, figure out a way of what I was going to do for the future. And then I realized that there was a business opportunity with this, but I was always the type of person that I don't know, I just thought it was malarkey. I thought it was some sort of pyramid scheme, and I hate bringing those, words up, but that's just kind of what's out there. And everyone's like, oh, MLM, it's no, and it's not a good place, and all these different things. And I just had a wall up. Like, I was the brick and mortar guy, like, invest $250,000, take the risk, hope to make it through. Hey, I did. But I thought, do I do that again? Wow, I didn't know what to do. So as the patches started helping more people in my family and all these different things, I was like, I'm in. I realized that there was a business opportunity. Someone actually explained it to me, and it made total sense. And it kind of really flipped my, process of thinking on it. Was MLM is like multi-level money. Don't call it marketing. It's multi-level money. So it's like insurance. It's like real estate. So if I'm a broker and I have all these agents under me and they're selling houses, that's okay. That's accepted. That's conditioned throughout. Everybody thinks, woohoo, you go. But if I have these drug-free patches, which I've got one right here, and I have all these people underneath me selling these drug-free patches, there's a problem. That can't be. That's not possible. It is. Everything is multi-level. This person makes money. This one does. This one does. This one does. I realized I owned a scheme at the end of the day. I was the CEO, and I had graphic designers, and I had office managers, and I had people that delivered the magazine, and they weren't taking my job. They were not going to excel. And it really opened my eyes, because I thought, wow, this is an opportunity for everybody. We all have the same opportunity. All we have to do is get out there and share it with people. So in a very short period of time, like 13 months, I was able to build this to a 6-figure income. I couldn't believe what was happening to me physically, because I've used a bunch of the patches. There's ones for sport and performance. So when I'm working out, it's a game changer. I've got the energy patch on right now. I always wear the balance and stability patch. And there's a defend patch for immunity, because you don't want to get sick and you want to have your best chance to be, your best self. So the patches have helped me so much that and those around me that it's just now it's a heart-led mission to go out and help as many people as possible, because there are no drugs, there are no ingredients. It's FDA registered. We don't have any competition. We're here to stop people from big pharma because it's a big problem. And
Consuming chemicals.
like, you know that. I mean, I just had somebody went in and they were on a pill, and then they went into the doctor, and then the doctor wrote another pill and said, keep taking those pills, but that side effect from that one, well, this is the one that will help that one. Well, what's going to happen? You're going to go in again, because that second pill will have another side effect that you need the third one. And you know where I'm going with this. So no, if we can change that, I'm not saying pills don't have their place. They do, of course. But if we can make a difference and have somebody with that Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday, and there's 16 pills in each thing, and if they could have 4 in there, 2 in there, none in there, I mean, wouldn't that be a better place, right? So that's in a nutshell. I don't want to go on and on and on, but that's my story. So I experienced it. Crucial, because I'm not going to run out there and be like, woo, this is great, but I hate it. I went to John's restaurant down the street and it was the worst burger and fries. I'm not going to yell on Facebook, go to John's Burger. No, I'm going to stay away from John's Burger, in my experience.
And probably tell other people to stay away.
Yeah, right. I just, and the greatest thing about this is the affordability of the patches. So I was just talking to somebody online, and she said, I don't think I'd be able to fit this in my budget. This sounds expensive, because of what it does. And I said, well, actually, you're a first-time customer, so you're going to save 25% off your first order. So it's actually only $45 for the month for 28 patches. And she almost fell off her chair. She's like, oh, I was trying to budget for that, but I can handle that. That's peanuts. I thought you were going to tell me hundreds of dollars, right? So we are affordable for everyone. We're just trying to help as many people as possible. We do these type of things, talk to each other. We want other people to benefit from the product, but we also want to help somebody if they want to make additional income and take things to the next level. So Michelle's on my team. I support Michelle the best I can. And that's how we work. We link arms. We lift each other up. We're not in competition with one another. We just want to see great things happen for everybody that's involved.
And with the patches, I find now that I use them every day, and I am like, I am a face of the product, because I'm always patched with like 4+ patches a day. I wouldn't be wearing them if I didn't believe in them. And so I believe that they're too good not to share with other people. I have literally stopped people at the airport who have been walking that look like they're in pain. And there's one woman in the washroom at the airport, and she was like in tears and pain. And I was like, I can't help but notice that it looks like you're experiencing a lot of discomfort. Would you be open to trying something? And I know this is crazy, but it's a drug-free solution that have helped tons of people that I know. And if I could be given the opportunity to show you, would you be open to trying it? And she was like, yeah, absolutely. Of course, I made sure that she understood there was no drugs, no nothing in them. And the way that she walked into the bathroom was completely different than the way that she had walked out. And she was just like blown away. So I'm at a point now where I feel like I'm doing humans a disservice if I see somebody who, if I hear about somebody who is suffering, or if I see somebody who, is visually that I can see is in pain or something, I feel like I'm doing a disservice if I'm not sharing this product with them, because you feel like this could change their life, like completely. And I think that the opportunity itself, obviously you're a product of how it's been able to, take you out of that moment in your life where you had to pivot and go like, wow, the world is kind of going digital. Magazines are sort of going away. Now it's, been able to help you transform and pivot in a positive way.
Yeah, 100%. And it's just, it's just an opportunity for all, and experience is everything. And it feels so great to, whether it's a single mom struggling or somebody that's working, 2 jobs just to make ends meet, and we're able to come in and help them bridge that gap and give them some freedom. I always say to people, time freedom. So I always say to people, it's not always about money and finances and all that stuff. It's genuinely about helping people, but it's about just, making sure that you're comfortable, making sure that, if you do lose your job, you have something that is there that is passive. It's kind of like having an apartment complex with a bunch of people in it and they're all paying you rent. If you lost your job, at least you have that. That's like us. We have a team of people that are selling this product to everybody, and we all benefit from that. So I always say to people, hey, if you could make the exact same money you make right now, but you could just stay home, would that be of interest to you? And everybody says yes, because yes. And guess what that means? They're not necessarily wanting to be Bill Gates or, Steve Jobs or Elon Musk or Donald Trump or whatever it is. They're looking to make ends meet and have freedom of time so that they can spend more time with their family, that they can say, hey, I'm going to go skiing today just off a whim, or I'm going to go ice fishing, or I'm going to take that trip, that holiday that, where most of us are conditioned to 9 to 5, not thriving, just kind of waiting for the next day. And it's tough. I mean, I guarantee your job has not said to you, what a great job, we're going to give you this massive bonus because of everything that you've done. No, it's like a year goes by and it's like 50 cents, but yet inflation went up way beyond that. So I'm kind of confused right now how so many are even making ends meet.
Surviving. Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible out there, but we have this kind of just unique opportunity where we're not competing against people that have lotions and potions and oils and all these different things that are everywhere, that I can go on Amazon and get them in a millisecond and delivered here by tomorrow. I mean, it's not to say those products aren't serve a purpose and but we're in a space of on our own. This is it. There's just us, and we have something so powerful to share with the world, and we just want people to link arms with us and move this forward and just have a better quality of life physically, but financially. We're not looking to say you need to be a millionaire. If you need $500, we're going to help you. If you need 1,000 a month, 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month, I'll tell you right now, there's people making over $100,000 a month doing this. I know it seems unbelievable. I've been here since day one. I know what's going on. Crazy stuff. And you can achieve that too. But what if you could do 10% of that? Wouldn't that help? 5% of that? I mean, hey, it's here. It's right. It's a sticker that we used to play with when we were kids. You peel them off and stick them on, except this
is going to enhance your wellness.
Wow.
Your life is going to be changed because, you're open to, like, when we sit down at the doctors and they say, this is what you need in order to get your blood pressure in check, you don't argue with them. You just take it because that's what they're telling you to take. We are saying, here is a drug-free solution that could potentially transform your health in a number of different ways. Why not be open to that advice as well? You know what I mean? Like, just be open to the information. Just because you use the products doesn't mean you have to sell them. It doesn't mean that at all. You can be a customer for life and use them and enhance your wellness. But why not take a look at the opportunity and see how it can change your life? Even if you are making an extra $500 a month, that's an extra $6,000 a year. Could you go on a trip for that once a year? What I mean? And with this opportunity, you are taking the CEO role. You are not, what's the word I'm trying to think of? You're not the person that has to do the CEO orders. You are the CEO. So and I know for me personally, as a mom, I have to drive my kids to school every day. If I had a 9 to 5 job or a 7 to 3 or whatever, I would not be able to do that. If my kids were sick and I was at work and had to leave, you risk being fired or not being, dependable or whatever. and risk, losing your job over stuff like that. I don't want to be told when to be at work and how to dress and when to who and what and where and all those things. I want to have the freedom to and not have a ceiling on my income. The harder you work, the more money you make. That is how all these, they call them MLMs. I have a number of different careers, and they are all the same style, but you make as much as you put into it. And I think that people ought to know about the opportunity because it could change their life.
Yeah, most definitely. And to piggyback off of what you were saying about like pills and the doctor telling you, and they'll say, hey, take these every single day until they're finished. So to relate back to the product, we don't want you just putting one sticker on and thinking that's it, because our patches have a process. They take time, some of them, to actually work. So make sure if you do become a customer and use the product that you do the 28 days.
Yeah.
Just like you would have agreed with the doctor that you're going to take all those pills so that that virus doesn't rebirth itself. So just make sure you take that time. And that's what's super important, is just knowing that it works, feeling the magic. And then it's so easy to go out there. Like you say, I stop people in parking lots. I tell them what's going on. I offer it to them because I've seen them walking with a cane and struggling, and no one's hit me with a purse yet or given me a right hook. Either they've said no, but the majority say yes, and then I can offer what it is that I've discovered. So it's a very, very simple, easy, but yes, hard work. It's not like, oh, it's just gonna, go overnight.
Get rich quick.
Yeah. And it's not a quick fix and all this stuff. It's again, another process of get out there, share it. The more people you share with, the more money that you're going to make and the more people that you're going to help. I mean, it's remarkable. I mean, I've had people that they leave without their walker. It's changed their balance and stability that much. Or they leave their cane and I have to go, oh my gosh, you forgot. And the look on their faces, they don't even realize. Like, it's observation of watching how that person walked up to you and how they left is dramatic. And that is just what fuels me every single day. I will never, I'm here forever. This is my forever company. It's so rewarding to be able to just kind of offer somebody a solution so simple. You don't have to change your lifestyle. I'm not going to tell you that you got to fast for 3 days, that you have to take 6 different products in combination with. No. And you don't have to wait 30, 60, 90, 120 days. In most cases, it's within the first few weeks. The first couple days, it could be the first couple minutes. I mean, this is how dramatic it is. And never compare yourself. It's always everyone's neurologically disturbed differently or affected. So just trust Michelle and just make sure that it's, hey, give it a go. You get a 30-day money back guarantee. It's zero
use it
risk.
for the 30 days. I explain this to people like wearing glasses. I've wore glasses since I was 4 years old. I've had laser eye surgery twice. It didn't work. So I'm clearly meant to just wear my glasses, but you have the benefits as long as you have your glasses on. You can see better when you have your glasses. When you have the patch on, you have more energy. This one specifically is the boost patch. When you take that off, those benefits go away. It's very simple, and these can stay on for 24 hours. You can take the patch off and put one right back on. You're not going to want to do that with the boost patch, or else you will not sleep. I can attest to that. I've done it twice now. Actually, the other night I was like, I cannot go to sleep, and even I woke up at 4 a.m. wide awake, and then I realized I still had the boost patch on. I'm surprised I even fell asleep. But yeah, you're going to have the benefits as long as they are on you, and you can keep them on essentially 24/7. You can keep your glasses on and see as long as you've got them on. Once you experience the benefits, once you see how it works, you can't unsee it. You cannot. I had my dad living with us for a number of years, and when he was wearing the patches, he would walk differently. If he was walking into the kitchen, and I could tell just by the way that he walked whether he had a patch on or whether he didn't have a patch on. And so I would say, why don't you go get a patch on? I can tell you don't have one on just by the way you're walking. And he would be like, oh yeah, I better go get one of those on. So once you see it, once you experience it, you can't unexperience it. It is a mind-blowing, hard to understand because you don't, it's really hard to understand how something works, which is called vibrotactile technology, without chemicals or drugs. It is literally like Braille for your brain. Is that kind of how you explain it, Paul?
Yeah, I mean, I love the Braille. I was just about to say that example because think about that. Somebody can't see, they can't visually see, read whatever it is, whatever's going on. Am I at the right apartment complex, the right this, the right hotel room, whatever it is, and they can touch. And there is a pattern there that they recognize and they know what that means. And that's exactly what's happening with the patches. And I love the example of the glasses because we use that a lot, just like hearing aids and things. But I just turned 52 days, well, on the 24th. And I'm telling you right now, I've been in, what do you call it? I don't want to believe it, but I'm looking at my phone now and I remember when I used to show my parents something and they'd go and do this or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it. I'm not happy about this. I'm in denial, but I'm going to have to get those because my wife had the cheaters or whatever they're called or something. And I'm like, I'll never need glasses. So I put those on and went like this. And I'm like, oh my God, it's a whole new world. I mean, it was like 3D. It was glowing. It was shining. It was like the clearest I've ever seen anything in my life, but I keep going and I just won't. I might be going to the dollar store just to grab a few sets because I can't handle it anymore. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Like I have to drift so far past. Anyway, a great example. So if I don't have those on, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
But if I put them on, I'm not struggling. So that's just.
So why would you put yourself through the stress of struggling when you don't have to?
Exactly. It's kind of a no-brainer. So you just got to experience it. That's because I guarantee every single person watching this right now, you've already rhymed off a bunch of people. You'll have 40 people all day long that you can think of that have something wrong. And we have 13 solutions for those ailments. I mean, it's unheard of in the industry. So
what are you most excited about for the future of Super Patch? Because now correct me if I'm wrong, are we in 34 countries?
Well, 32? I call it 37 countries because I actually break the UK down into their own little countries. So we are in 37 right now. And in the next 90 days, we're opening up Switzerland, Turkey, Norway, Mexico, and Colombia. So I thought the opportunity was amazing in 37 countries. And we have 5 more coming on board with the millions and millions of people. I don't even know the calculation on it, but it's massive, massive, massive. And that's not the end. We are protected globally by copyright. No one else in the world will ever have this in all 187 countries or whatever. Yeah.
I don't even know. I read something the other day. I was like, I don't even know how many countries are in the world.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of countries we'll never get in because they're just not, they don't really have economies, but per se. But yeah, we'll just be growing leaps and bounds. So let's just do the numbers. 2023, 60 million. 2024, 100+ million. This year on track for over 200 million. We're really gearing up to hit $250 million.
Crazy. And that's in sales? Sales?
Yes. So what's going to happen when you hit the $250 million? Exponentially, things go crazy. So in 5-6 years, we will be a $1 billion company. So it's almost like you just found this newfound continent of land and it's untapped and you can go get as much land as you want. Go get it now.
Yeah.
And you'll be set for life.
Yeah.
And that's, if you want to take it here, if you want a couple hundred extra bucks, $500, it's whatever you're willing to do and whatever you need. Because I know that about 50% of Canadians are about $500 shy of almost having to claim bankruptcy if things continue as they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's that tight.
Yeah.
So imagine being able to bring in another $500,000. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, my car payment and groceries and stuff wow, I've covered it.
Yeah.
And yes, sometimes you need your job to facilitate. And I always say, use your job to finance the opportunity at 0%. You don't need a bank.
Yeah.
You just need to work and share this with people, and you're going to see incredible things happen. And it's going to help you in so many different ways you never thought possible. And that life changing, that's just not a catchword that we try to use to say, oh, is everything going to be honky dory and amazing forever? And no, life always throws curveballs and things, but at least you're with a company that is a generational company that is not being set up to exit, which most are. Let's build her up, and then a big conglomerate's going to gobble us up, and off we go, and martinis on the beach. No, the owner was helping his mom with MS. He's helping people all over the globe now. His mission is to help 1 billion people. It's generational. We can will this to our children.
Yeah.
That's huge. So just know that you're in the right place, the right time, with the right company and the right product. You just need to take that step and say, hey, Michelle, what's your link? I need to try these things,
Yeah.
and go from there.
Livesuper.ca. But I just wanted to spin off of the Chiefs won, and I'm pretty sure that we have athletes on the Chiefs that are using our product. Is that
Yeah, three quarters of the team have the patches on. There'll be some athletes that just superstitions and whatever. I mean, that's just what happens. Not they don't all drink the same protein
juice?
or whatever. But yeah, there's 12 NFL teams have this on. We're in the NBA, NCAA. It goes on and on and on and on. I was just hanging out with Rashad Evans, the UFC champion, who knocked out Chuck Liddell, and I'm chilling with him in Orlando at one of our VIP Super Patch parties. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that's happening. You look at Jay
and John C. Maxwell.
John C. He was there, and how incredible. If I was to go to John C. Maxwell and say, I need you to mentor me and be my coach, first off, there's a massive lineup. I probably, whether he'd have time for me or not, I'd have to be in the loop. But he came to our event, and our CEO announced that he is going to mentor and coach all of us that are, you have to be at a certain rank and above and all that stuff, but no charge to us, paid for by the company, to be mentored by
a legend.
The guy's incredible. I mean, I've read books of him. I've never seen him, but when I saw him a couple of weeks ago in Orlando, I was like, this guy is awesome. I mean, he knows his stuff. He's real genuine with how he approaches things, and he just really makes you open up. Wow, I didn't think of it that way, right?
Yeah.
So just awesome.
Yeah, I am super grateful to be in business and partnered with you, Paul. I love this opportunity. This is why I want to share it, because it's too good not to share, whether you just need to, experience the products, or whether you need to experience the opportunity, or both. I mean, this could be life-changing for you and your family and your children's family. Like, this could be a generational wealth transfer just in this opportunity alone. And so I'm super grateful that you hopped on with me today, and can't wait to see what 2025 holds and what the next couple of years look like. I'm sure we've got a lot of exciting things to look forward to.
Oh, most definitely. And I really appreciate you having me on this call. I'm proud of you for having that event just not that long ago, and you had a great turnout, and the next one will be even bigger. And from those people that were there, they were dumbfounded and blown away. And thank God I couldn't make it. And guess what? my good buddy and my sponsor, he showed up. So we show up. We do our best to get to where we need to be to help our people.
The support is unlike any other. We are all aligned in so many different ways, and so the support is it is just untouchable with what everybody is so willing to do and how to help. And Yeah, I can't wait for the next event. I'll definitely be sending you an invite for that, but I can't wait to get these patches on thousands more people.
100%. And
Talk to
sorry
you
about the phone. And my
later. No
sister
worries.
left her phone and it's sitting on the counter. She's supposed to be picking it up. She left it at our party the other night. So
Aw.
it just rings right at that time.
Have a good day.
Yes, you too.